put up these 4: courage, curiosity, and so on, because it's 4 C's. Actually, I like the willingness more. And this is, creativity means going far away and finding new land. And we have a saying at school that a sailor needs to go very far away from the coast if he wants to find new land. And we ask that on a daily basis from our students. We have a word at our academy that maybe you could translate it into duty to screw up. It doesn't mean that you should make mistake or fall off the stage or something like that, but you should be at risk. You should take chances all the time. And if you have the possibility to choose from what feels safe and what feels like a real challenge, you should go for the challenge. It's also important that our students learn to say yes. They learn to say yes to other people's ideas. Maybe you learn to say yes to their own ideas. It can also be very difficult to accept that you actually have good ideas. We teachers also have to accept that a lot of new things can come up. We should be with the students in this risk zone, trying out things. And well, it's not on a daily basis, but very often we're in a situation as teachers that we don't know what we're doing because we're working on the basis of what the students want. And we haven't yet understood it, and maybe the students haven't yet understood it, and still we're working in that direction. I would call that working on research. For instance, in the circus department, if there's a student who wants to work on a Chinese pole, and this is high-level acrobatics, he has got an idea of what it could be like if there is a specific turn or way of falling down this stick. And the student, the teacher, he doesn't know how to do it. And the student doesn't know. The student has an idea, and the teacher knows a lot about, has a lot of experience on falling, on turning, and things like that. So together, they try to develop what's possible, and the teacher is there also for basic security. And well, you're at risk also of being a little hurt, not too much. So it can be a discussion between the teacher and the student. Our students work a lot together. Most of what they do is actually group work, developing these projects. And when they work in solo projects also, they're working together. They're coaching each other, actually. So when you're coaching another, it's not, what can you say? It's not helping on your own premises. I think you have an okay idea, but I want you to change it like that because then I think it's better. Now you really have to try to go in on the premises of the other student and say, well, this is what the other student think. If I should help this student, I have to try and understand what's the way of looking at the world of the other students. So I can help the other students on their premises. So actually, we tell our students to be as we try to be as teachers when we help our students. That it's not, we don't want to impose the way we see the world on our students. We want to help them develop their ways of seeing the world. We don't want to put things in boxes. Normally, that's when we go to school. We learn to analyze, and that's very much to put in boxes. We should also be very good at not putting in boxes. Sometimes we have a joint project for the whole school at the academy, and sometimes we've been doing it as a translation project. So imagine that you have a taste. You have actually something that's made in the kitchen. It looks very nice. You don't know what it's called. And when you put it in the mouth, in the start, it's sweet. It's maybe fruity. And then there is a stick in it that's cracky and tastes a little like coffee, something. And after a while, after maybe 20 seconds, all of a sudden you feel the chili coming out. So you have had an experience of taste, not an experience that's right on and that's it. It's a story. And if you see this as a story, you're able to translate it into different art forms. And our translation problem is like that you take, for instance, a taste and you translate it into movement, you translate it into theater, you translate it into drawings or visual design in different ways, or the other way around. You take movement, a 1 minute movement, and turn it into taste. So in the kitchen, they transform it. My time is running out. I'm very sorry about that. I finish up saying that what we want to do is making our students entrepreneurs in their own lives. So they might be good at circus. Very few of them become professional artists, but they exist. But the main goal for us is to have the audience, no, not the audience, that's you, have our students becoming entrepreneurs and able to deal and handle their own lives in new ways. And so they won't be afraid to change their own lives. They won't be afraid to change the way they see institutions, so they can handle and deal with the world. And in the end, they might get themselves a very good life. That's the purpose of what we do. Okay, I'm out of time, so I'm sorry. Thank you very much.